We had the busiest day today. So me and Chloe decided we wanted to see most of Dubai's attractions in a single day. As we were backpacking, we didn't pay to go inside all of the attractions, but I will pop the price of admission on the screen if it's something you fancy doing. So we started by hopping on a train to the Dubai Mall. The mall is obviously free to enter, but if you wanted to splash some cash in the shops, there is every shop imaginable for you to go into. Myself and Chloe popped into a sweet shop where you could literally see the staff making the hard candy in front of you, which was super cool. After this, we walked for about 10 minutes to the Dubai Mall Waterfall. Now, if you go to the mall, this is definitely a must-see. This 24-metre high waterfall is quite breathtaking and is obviously free to see. We then strolled past the Dubai Mall ice rink, and it was cool to watch the skaters. If you were considering doing the ice skating, this came up at around 110 AED per adult admission. But the main thing we wanted to see in the mall was the giant aquarium. The main large tank is on show for the general public to see, so it is entirely free to stand and watch. If you wanted to pay to go inside, it is 169 AED Monday to Thursday and 179 Friday to Sunday. We then stepped outside the Dubai Mall to check out the current tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. You can grab a few cheeky snaps and videos for free, but if you fancied going up the Burj, prices can vary from 80 to 800 AED. But our favourite moment of the day was when the Dubai fountains turned on. Located in front of the Burj Khalifa, these amazing fountains have shows every half an hour, and each one will be as unique as the last, with every performance being different. This is completely free to watch, but it can get busy in the evening after 6 PM. If you're planning on coming to watch the fountains, I'd recommend you try to stand here. This spot gave us a great overview of the shows, and it wasn't too busy. Be sure to arrive 10 minutes prior to a show, as it may be hard to squeeze to the front of people in crowded areas. We then hopped on the train again to our next stop, the Emirates Towers. We then walked to the Museum of the Future. You're free to stroll around inside the lobby of the museum, but if you wanted to do a full tour, you'd have to pay 145 AED. I'd still recommend seeing the museum even if you didn't pay for a tour, as there is no other building quite like it. Next, we jumped on the train again and headed towards the frame. Now, the frame is slightly harder to get close to as it is inside the Zabil Park. We took a couple pictures from a distance, but to enter the park and to go up the frame, it would cost you 50 AED per adult admission. After seeing this, we headed back to the station for our final destination, Old Dubai. This was an amazing place to visit and I 100% recommend it. We strolled through the various traditional street markets and purchased a tasty sugarcane drink. I think this came to around 5 AED, and it was interesting to see how they made it. Heading towards the end of the markets, we went into a shop looking for a head covering, or gutra as the locals called it. We needed to grab one each for our Red Dunes tour the next day. If you haven't seen our Red Dunes video, I highly recommend it. It was by far the best thing we had done in Dubai in the week that we were there. Anyway, we managed to buy a couple of these head coverings for 10 AED each. Shortly after this, we headed back to the hotel for some well-earned rest. I think we ended up doing around 25,000 steps that day, so we were knackered. So thank you for watching this video. If you found it interesting or helpful, please hit that subscribe, like and notification button for more.